Welcome to Should You Platinum, a show where I talk about a game I've recently got the platinum in and share my experience of the platinum journey and whether or not I think you should platinum it. If there's one game I hope all PlayStation 5 owners get for Christmas this year, it's ASTRO BOT, as this is by far one of the best games on the system. This for me is the perfect Christmas game to play with your family around you, as it can really appeal to anyone and is simple enough for your parents, younger siblings and any other non-gamer relatives to enjoy watching and having a go at. ASTRO BOT is also perfect as your introduction to trophies, as the platinum journey is a fun and simple one that works perfectly alongside the collect fun nature of the game. There are also several unique and fun trophies added to the mix, alongside the story and collectible ones, that reward your curiosity when playing the game. You can find a lot of these trophies in the crash site area, which is where your downed PS5 ship is, along with all the ASTRO BOT characters that you rescue. These trophies are good examples of this, as you get to do unique things here or find and interact with cool PlayStation characters in order to trigger them, like causing a fight between Street Fighter's Ryu and Ken, or dancing with Crash Bandicoot and taking a photo with Lara Croft and Nathan Drake in it. The trophies here reward your curiosity and teach you about games having hidden trophies with secret ways to unlock them. Despite the game having over 300 bots to rescue and 120 puzzle pieces to find, none of it was a slog, and for once collectibles were actually a fun and interesting part of the game. It was cool to see which PlayStation bot I'd rescue next, especially when I'd see old favourites from games I played as a kid, like Chris Redfield from Resident Evil, Tony Hawk or Crash Bandicoot. Even the obscure ones were cool too, as I tried to guess what games they were from, so PlayStation Trophy veterans will also have a fun time playing through this game and uncovering all of the characters, despite the amount of collectibles you have to find. There's nothing worse with a platinum journey than a game having missable collectibles or no in-game tracker, leaving you with no idea how many you have left to find. Yet ASTRO BOT does a great job of avoiding this trophy bugbear by having stats for each world and stage to show you how many you've found and how many are missing. Best of all, it does it for every single type of collectibles, from the bots to the puzzle pieces and warp zones. It doesn't leave a single thing out like other games stupidly do. And at any point you can replay completed levels, so there's no pressure to find everything in the first run through of a level. And when the levels are so vibrant, creative and fun as these, you'll want to replay them again and again anyways. Another cool feature for trophy hunters is the bird, which is a little companion you can buy in levels for 200 coins, who will then guide you to any missing collectibles in that level. So if you are struggling to find the last bottle puzzle piece in a level, you can buy help in-game to find it. And this is a really neat addition, and it again removes the need to watch video guides, as you can find all of them on your own with the bird just by playing and having fun, relaxing sessions with the game. So while the platinum is on the easy side, there are still a few tricky levels, like the PlayStation Symbol minigame stages, or that golden bot stage, where you'll likely rescue your last bot and unlock the trophy for getting all of the bots. However, these will only take a handful of attempts and shouldn't leave you stuck on them for too long, as by that point you'll have a lot of experience with the game and its platform mechanics. Though as this is Should You Platinum, here's a run through of that final golden bot stage if you are struggling. Robot. Now, when I first started this challenge, I was dreading it because I thought it was going to be like that one in Sackboy's Adventure, where you have a 15-minute long assault course to get through without making a single mistake. But this one is a lot shorter. It is tricky and it's definitely a difficulty spike compared to the rest of the game, but I had a lot of fun playing it, and it only took me about 10 minutes or so until I finally beaten it and got the final character and the trophy. It's a neat level that doesn't really throw anything new at you other than just its length, because it will just test you on basically everything that you've been doing in the game up until this point, and because it requires 300 ASTRO BOTs in order to be unlocked, it knows that you've done everything in the game up until that point anyway, so you've experienced all of these challenges in other levels, and it's now just a case of tying everything together that you've learned as you've played through in order to beat this course and unlock the trophy. Sure, it will take a few attempts and it might be a little bit frustrating, but it's a great feeling once you finally get to the end and see who is there waiting for you. And of course, it had to be Chop Chop Onion Master. I honestly wasn't expecting him to be waiting there for me, and I'm not even that big of a fan of Parappa the Rapper, but it still made me smile. Hopefully those clips will give you an idea of how to get past the trickier parts of the level. So, because of how well the game tracks everything, and how it's a fun and relaxing game to play, I don't think I'll need to break down every trophy, as for the collectibles you can always just buy the bird to show you where to go to find them. As a result, I will now just quickly show you all of the crash site trophies, as they can be a little bit vague, though remember, to get most of these you'll need to unlock the character in the levels, and unlock their special item in the gumball machine first, which is in the crash site. So here's all of those. So to get the Let's Twist Again trophy, you're going to have to rescue Crash Bandicoot, which you'll do fairly early on in the game, and then you'll need to find his Aku Aku mask from the gumball machine. Once you do that, head over to him here in the crash site, and then just start dancing, and I think you dance with one of the directional pad buttons, and once you start dancing alongside him, you'll unlock that trophy pretty easily. Another one in the crash site, this one was a bit tricky. It's the Thick of Thieves trophy. So for this you're going to need to unlock Nathan Drake and Lara Croft in the game's levels and then get their items. So Nathan Drake sits on the sofa playing a game and Lara Croft is getting chased by the T-Rex, which you can see in the background there. She runs around the PlayStation 5 console, so you want to come over to where Drake is and take the photo from there. I tried doing it from Lara's perspective and could never get it to pop, so just do it how I did it in the video. This bronze trophy here, called KO, requires you to have both Ryu and Ken in the scene, and then just go over and punch them. This one took a while to pop, but if you keep hitting them, eventually they'll start fighting each other, and the trophy will then just pop once one of them gets KO'd. So yeah, just stand by them and keep punching them like I'm doing, and eventually the trophy pops. So just so everyone's aware, the Gacha Lab, which is the gumball machine, is in the crash site. That's what you spend the coins that you'll find in the levels on. So just keep playing those to unlock all of the items, and you can see it in there. Once you do, you'll see that map overview shot of the items being given to the characters you've got. So for this trophy you want to find Katamari, and then you want to hit him so he rolls the ball and then gets stuck on it in order to unlock Royally Stuck. There's Little Big Planet here as well, so you can find Sackboy and get the Wall Buster trophy. Just come over to Sackboy. In fact, no, it's not Sackboy, is it? What am I on about? Wall Buster is basically for making a wall of Astro Bot characters, so I did it on this one here. It doesn't have to be here because this is something at the very end, but once they create a ladder or a wall that you can climb, just go and punch one of them and the wall will just fall down, and that's how you get that easy trophy. It's nothing to do with Sackboy. Another trophy you can get in here called Sing Stars is for the PS5 console itself, so you want to get this once you've beaten the story and put all of the parts back in. I think if you come up to the console on this side of it and climb up here, you can then see this little scene where they all start singing. So yeah, for this one you'll need to have beaten the game and put all of the parts back in the PlayStation 5 to trigger it. Okay, so next up we have a God of War themed trophy in the crash site. This one is called Thor, God of Thunder. So you need all of the God of War characters here, especially Thor and Kratos. And basically what you want to do is bait Kratos into throwing his axe at Thor. So what you do for this, you need to punch Kratos and then sort of stand in front of Thor, and he'll throw his axe to try and hit you, but it will hit Thor instead, and that'll pop the trophy. Okay, so this next one is called Keep It Together. It's another bronze trophy that can be earned in the crash site. So here you can see I'm just aimlessly wandering around at this point trying to find where the thing is that I can do. But for this one you want to come over to here and spend 10 of your Astro Bots to raise these platforms. And what you want to do is go to this one with 3 in and do a spinning kick at the one in the middle. If you do it correctly, it will knock him out of the tower, but they'll still land on each other and still keep the tower up and you get that trophy. This next one, Deep Pocket Dragon, is a Yakuza trophy. So you want to find this guy here and get his item, and then just keep hitting him, and loads of things will drop out of his pockets, which is obviously a reference to the game. I'm guessing you have big inventories and you can just pick up everything. I've never actually played the Yakuza games, but if you keep doing it, eventually the trophy will fall out of his pocket. Okay, so now we have another one in the crash site called Bot Revolution, and this one requires you to dance with I can't remember how many it is, maybe 100 bots, but I just did it at the end of the game when I pretty much rescued all of them. So if you press, I think it's triangle, you will do a whistle, and you'll bring all of the bots nearby to you, and then just press, I think it's one of the D-pad directions to start dancing. As soon as you dance, they'll all dance with you, and you'll end up getting this trophy if there's enough bots around you when you do it. Okay, so another one in the crash site at the top of my game requires you to climb to the very top of the PlayStation console. So this is on the right hand side of it as you're facing it when you come into this area. The other side is where you'll get that Sing Stars trophy. So if you climb up the right hand side, get to the very top, and if you stay up here for a while and walk around, eventually the trophy will pop. It did take a while for me to get it. I was up there for quite a while before it popped. So just stand where I've stood there and you should get it. Okay, so that's all of the crash site trophies. I'm going to talk a bit more about some of the other trophies in the game, ones that are sort of hidden things in levels. So first up we have the Unjammer Slammy trophy in this level here. As you're progressing through the level, jumping across these cranes, you'll come into this area here and you'll see a basketball net in the area on the back wall. What you want to do here is hit the ball into the hoop, and if you can score a goal, you'll get the Unjammer Slammy trophy, which I think is a brilliant name. Okay, so in this level here, you'll have to get to this point where you have to jump onto the controller and use it as a hose to make this this plant grow, and it will turn into a giant tree that will then start singing. Now, in order to progress through the level, you're supposed to jump off the pad and then run up the tree, but what you want to do is once he appears like this and you get the cutscene, just continually shoot the water into his mouth to prevent him from singing, and you'll get the trophy. So as you're playing through the game, rescuing the bots and collecting the puzzle pieces, you'll eventually start to be able to build more areas of the crash site. So new buildings with things in will appear, such as the controller customization and the ASTRO BOT shop to change his clothes. And after you get over 180, you'll get the Safari, and this is where you get the camera from in here. So often when you're playing, you'll see these like photo boards that you can put and stand in, but all you got to do in order to get the striker pose trophy is find one of these areas and just take a photo with your camera. As soon as you do that, you'll get the trophy. So yeah, you see here, you press up on the D-pad to take a photo. It can be a photo anywhere on those signs, and once you take one photo for the very first time, you'll unlock the striker pose trophy. So that's that one. That one was a bit confusing because I kept seeing those photo opportunities, but I didn't have a camera and I didn't know what to do. Okay, so next up we have What a Trip bronze trophy, and this is in the Horizon Zero Dawn level. So you don't actually get the trip caster yourself, which kind of threw me off. What you want to do is get to this point of the level and don't attack any of these enemies. What you want to do is run around them and lure them into the trip wires by just running and jumping over them, and they'll just continually run into them and die. Once you kill so many, you'll end up getting the trophy. So yeah, I was expecting to get that weapon, but you don't. Next up we have the Time to Cash In trophy, which requires you to, I think it's win at all of these slot machines. So what you want to do is use the slow-mo power-up to punch the slot machine in order to get the win. And as soon as you get the jackpot, you'll be able to get this trophy quite easily. So it's the 3 golden Astro Bot heads. I think that's all you have to do there to get that trophy. It's quite easy, just remember to slow down time. So this one was a bit tricky. I didn't know how to do this, but double dug in requires you to use the frog boxing gloves to grab and slam 2 enemies at the same time. So you want to come to this level here and into this cave section here. Take out these 2 cactuses and then smash these crystals to drop this platform, and then you want to grab these 2 snakes. So hold down the left trigger to grab the one, and then aim at the other one and press the right trigger, hold them both down and then do the move, and you'll get that trophy pretty easily. We have another PlayStation character level in the form of Ape Escape, and in this level you can earn the Net Profit Trophy. So hidden in the level is a specific butterfly that we need to catch in the net. And at first I thought it was this gold one here, and I'm not sure if it actually is. It might be another one. I might end up getting bored of this one and finding another one, but you basically just got to, oh, it is this one. You just basically got to catch that golden butterfly out of that bush that you saw me hit. As soon as you grab him in the net, you'll get that trophy. Okay, so now we have the jumping through hoops trophy, which is one that you can get in this water level. So it's the one that's kind of like an open area, and you have to take out all of the chains that are on like the jellyfish or whatever it is, the starfish, that's it. So once you come to this area here, just go to the left, stay underwater, and then jump out here through the hoop. If you can get through the hoop, you'll get the trophy. It's quite easy, but it could take you 1 or 2 attempts. Okay, so that's the trophies out of the way. Now it's time to give a verdict on this game and whether you should plat it, play it, or avoid it. I spent 23 hours on this game in my quest for the Platinum Trophy, and I was smiling for the entire journey. Even on the trickier parts of some Assault Core style levels, I was always having fun. If any game was to be perfect, then well, I truly believe Astro Bot to be the perfect game. Astro Bot is everything I loved about gaming as a kid. It's simple and easy to pick up, has tight controls, fun platforming sections, vibrant and unique levels with cool gimmicks and an excellent and catchy soundtrack. It's a great celebration of PlayStation's history, which is pretty apt considering it's the brand's 30th anniversary this year, and it's a great celebration of gaming in general. This is PlayStation's equal to Mario, and for me in many ways it's even better, and I can't think of a higher praise for a platformer game than that. So if you are one of the lucky ones who does get this for Christmas, just know you're in for an absolute blast, because this game is amazing, and getting all the trophies and unlocking the platinum is really cool too. And if you haven't got this for Christmas, then definitely use any money or vouchers that you've gotten for Christmas to get this game. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching, and have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas from PlayStation Platinum. I hope you all have a great Christmas and an even better New Year. Thank you very much for all of the support in 2024, and I can't wait to show you all the cool videos I've got planned for 2025. But until then, have a great one. See ya.